One, two, three, testing the sound. So, hi guys, welcome to the class. I'm just asking or just checking if you can hear me. Please let me know. I just want to be sure that I actually giving the class with sound and everything, okay? So guys, how are you? If you can hear me once more, please let me know into the chat. I just want to be completely sure that actually I'm able to hear myself talking. Apart from that, I just want to know, guys, how are you? So also, if you are in the streaming, just let me know into the chat, how are you? If everything is going cool, if everything is going right. I just see that the sound is working now. So let's start the class. So, one moment, I'm just switching the screen to the waiting room screen, okay? So welcome guys. Now we are going to start by just playing some games. As always, we do a 15 minutes waiting room class, just to have enough time for more players to join to the streaming. Okay guys? And yeah, as always, we test the maps from the previous minicamp. That's something that I want to do more because I want your maps to get some exposure here. So let's start with it. For now, I'm going to say hi to Basti Soriano, how are you? And also hi to El Gato Facha. Welcome to the class, and let's start with this. So, we are going to start by playing one of the maps of the previous minicamp, okay? So, let's move ahead and let's go into the one. Okay, I will decide now which one we are going to play. And we already played Cosmic Grounds. We already played this one. So let's give the chance to pick minigames by Tuan, okay? So one moment, let's start with it, okay guys? First I'm going to show you in single player, then I'm going to try to create this in multiplayer. But most of the times we won't be able to play together as we are in different regions. So let's check that, okay? So this was a map that follows some of the rules, but also follows some of the tutorials from other teachers, like the Chinese teachers, okay? That is YeyoCore, okay? Let me just create it in multiplayer just in case, so you will be able to join. And what is this one about is, just as the other previous minicamp maps, is about playing epic minigames, okay? So in this case, in this specific minigame, you're going to have like the Squid Game, so it's going to be game after the game. That's how it's going to work. On here you can pick up some items. Remember, if you want to access to the room, it's the room 2769323. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we got here. See, so it's telling me that I have to make some points here. All right, I'm very bad at baseball, basketball in Miniverse. I don't know how to calculate where the ball is going to be. Yeah, I'm completely bad at this. Guys, so what do you think? Probably you have seen this map already from the previous minicamp. Okay. I got a foul. Let's do it backwards. No, I'm completely bad at this. Okay. No! Guys, I'm bad at this. But I wanted to check this. This part at least was following the alien game part. Okay, I still have the ball here. So in this one, we need to hit the different animals to get points. Alright, so different animals are going to have different lives. It's going to be much easier than Alien Games 1 because there is a lot of animals, of course. You just need to keep pointing to the same position where all the animals are and you are going to get points, of course. That's not kind of difficult, but it's a map that was created for a very newbie player, so that's something that I really appreciate because it seems that he puts a lot of effort in it. and he was able to create all the triggers and all the scripts for this one. And I already won. I did in total there is 4 games for it. Right now it seems that I was able to win before we got less than 2 games. So that's one of the games, guys. Let me access to the next one. And we are going to wait until the 6:15 in my end. I think it's 7:15 or 6:15 in yours in the morning, in the night time. So we can start the game, okay? We can start to start the class. Alright, so we got a Harry Potter games. This is created by one of the Spanish students. Her name is Lucy. Her account is Lucy-kun or Lucy-kawaii. I'm not sure, I will check in a little bit. And this map is actually a little bit more developed, a little bit more... Yeah, it has more time of development and it's very creative, okay? So in this one you have to pick up galleons by completing tasks. And that's it. We already know how it works. You have like different power-ups here that you can use just to be able to play the game, okay? You also you can have some different items from Harry Potter. Alright, so we got the time. We are going to start to play in 32 seconds. Well, actually 29 seconds. Hi, let me know, Basti Soriano. I see that you are asking me. Oh, I opened this by mistake. Right. Let me pull out the chat here, so I will be able to be pending more to the chat, because right now I have a really small chat, so sometimes it's very hard for me to check the chat. Okay. All right. Okay, on this one, you have to use your ward to attack Voldemort. I don't know why it's not working, or if I'm doing something wrong. Oh yeah. So you have to point to the base. You have to kill Voldemort and not Harry Potter's. Alright. Okay, there is a Voldemort here, but I'm not for sure that I'm going to hit... Oh no, I actually was able to hit Voldemort here. Alright, so you have to be quick on this one. Okay, we have to escape from the spiders. That's one of the games, and as you see, it's very well created. It's very well coding. Okay, I was able to attack them. Okay, very good. Oh, okay, there is more of them. Alright, and every second that passed, you got more of them fighting versus myself. Okay, I was able to do it. Huh? Okay. Okay, we have to cover our head, because there are going to start falling some items. And we have to pick up the coins, the galleons. Okay, I was killed by first time. Yeah, it seems that you were alone, but don't worry. Basti, most of the students for this class check the class after the life was already ending. I think it's due to the time, as not all people is from the same country with Spanish class in preparation of the others. Maybe there's a lot of people with different time schedules. So that's it. But today we have less assistance than the usual one. I don't know what happened. Probably the code didn't work or something similar. Alright, so now. Okay, wow. I almost get killed with this one. Alright. Okay, I already get killed a lot with this one. Okay, oh. I almost get killed again. This lasts forever for me, as it's very hard, and I'm dying a lot. It seems like it's taking a lot of time. I know this is only like 40 seconds, but for me feels like an eternity here. Okay, so we have to take the potions before Dumbledore comes. It's like a red light, blue light, green light, sorry, I don't know why I always say blue light. My, how do you call that in English? Is dyslexia, I think? Okay. Oh, okay, very interesting. You have to pick the potions, but the potions also give you a backwards move, so you have to be careful with that. And you have to avoid moving. Alright, and we get to the elimination room. Of course, in this one, if you are playing in multiplayer, the player with less stars is going to be eliminated, but as I'm not actually playing in multiplayer, I will not be eliminated, okay? Also check this art. You have like the train here and the station 910, and that's really cool. Okay, right now I'm going to stop here because we already got 15 minutes, so we already have enough time to waiting for other players to join. So it doesn't matter, there is not too much people right here right now today, but we are going to start anyway because I want to give you all the information, okay? So in the screen right now you're supposed to be able to see the presentation, right? Alright, yeah, oh, okay, it seems that this is a little bit moved up. Alright, on there is going to be much better, so we don't have that part is covered. And guys, right now let's start with the class, okay? So as always, I'm going to start with something, and it's all the things that you already know, but I always do this just in case there is new people into the chat, or there's new people watching the video after the streaming, okay? So what is the Winter Games about? The Winter Games is, or let's start with the Minicamp. Minicamp is an event in which you are going to learn with me to create some basic maps, okay? Those maps are going to be maps that are going to be related for participating and competing with your other partners to get how do you call this? Yeah, it's like a prize in real money for your maps. Okay, sorry guys, I'm going to turn on the lights. I completely forgot to do that. I think it's going to increase a little bit, and it's going to be better for the streaming. Now that's much better. Now you can see me better, I think. Yes, you are. Oh, you saw a slime in Multiverse. Well, actually, but you mean a Minecraft slime? I didn't know that. Oh. I see you have to show me that. If you want to show me, just send me the photo by the Discord channel. I want to check that. I'm curious right now. So you are molding a smile. Very cool. A slime, sorry. Hi, good man gamers. How are you? So guys, very important. The Winter Games are going to be the theme for this minicamp, and what you have to do is that you have to create a winter game for be able to participate. Okay, so this is very important. This is something that most of the people were asking me through Discord and through other parts in is, hey YeyoCore, can I create like a minigame map? Well, you can create actually for this minicamp whatever map you wanted, but the important thing is that winter is related with it more than Christmas, and also the game part, okay? So the game part is not like a video game, it's more like winter games, okay? So let me do a quick search here. Let me show you very quick on this website what is a winter game, okay? All right, because I need to be sure that you are going to have like the information. Winter game, of course, is any kind of sport that is going to be played into the winter, actually. Okay, so officially there is like a Winter Olympics. There is an actual a lot of games that will happen in winter, and I know it's hard for most of us because in our countries and also in yours, because most of you come from Asia, from Vietnam, from Indonesia, from Thailand, we don't have winter, okay, guys, and that's why it's very hard to know this for us because we didn't play this, but it's games like Sky, it's games like I forgot how do you call this in English, but things like that, okay. So another things that you can use is snowball, okay, because it's something that kids or a lot of people play in winter areas, okay. So for being able to participate, you have to create something related with winter and winter games, okay. That's the main idea of this minicamp in comparison from others that we have more like a game genre. This is more like a full amount, okay. So that's why I decided to do a sport, and the sport is related with winter and also with balls, okay. It's a shooter, I know, but it's more related with a snowball fight, okay. Now, very important, guys, and I see that you are in the chat, so welcome, Dave, and also, oh yeah, you're a little bit late, but don't worry, we just started, and we hasn't covered yet like the good part, the part that really matters. Right now, I'm just presenting the minicamp. Guys, very important, the dates are on the screen right now, so be sure that you take a screenshot about it. Remember that starting the 24th, you can submit your maps, and in your area, if you're in Asia, you have up to the 23rd to submit your map, but I always recommend it to submit one day before that, okay? And sorry, not up to the 24th. The 24th you can start actually to submit your maps, but you will be able to submit the maps, or you have until the 30th of December to submit your maps, okay? Now, on here, you also are going to see the different dates and the prices, okay? Right now, as always, we have like different prices. Remember, the prices are going to be, okay, let me change for this place. I prefer like this corner to have that small part that you see here. Sorry for that. I didn't see that when I just moved all the scenario. But yeah, I prefer you to have that part covered, that corner, that small corner around here. That's something around here. So, once more, the prices for this minicamp are going to have the excellent hour. That's going to be for $40, guys, and it's going to be up to 8 people to win this prize. And what you have to do to win this one, just to have an excellent map with a lot of things that will be over the medium people, okay? Then we got the best learning hour. This is going to be for the players that actually create a map that follows all the steps that I'm going to do. So if you do almost the same process that I will do and you implement all the things that I'm going to teach you, you are going to be able to win this one. This is up to 16 people. There is a lot of people for this price, and also pays $35, which is the second price in amount of money. Then we have the most creative. Once more, this is the hardest one to get, but it's something that I really love. This is the most innovative map, but very important, this innovation needs to be based on the team and the gameplay, and the gameplay needs to be highly playable, and also overall the map experience needs to be completely good. And then we got the best progress hour. This is the one that has less payment. It just only pays $15, but also it's the one that is going to have more people, so it's easier to win. So I highly recommend it to get this one too. Okay, it's up to 30 people, so that's on you guys. This is easy to win. The only conditions for this one is that it's going to be for non-developers or developers level 1. That is going to be the ones that are just going to start in this world about developing maps. And finally, we got the shortlist hour. This is going to be up for all the players that create a map related with the minicamp, okay? Now, as always, we are going to have different codes. I'm going to claim live with you, so you are going to be able to see if it works or it didn't. If any code didn't work, just let me know, so I will be able to ask for the team. I will be able to to just ask my supervisors and also the staff from Anywhere to give me new codes for you, okay? Then we got also, as always, the Minicamp English section for the Discord channel, okay? So just access to that channel. Remember guys, on there we have a very good community. I know English is not as active as the Spanish community on there because we have both of them, but remember that just by reacting you will be able to see only one of the channels or one of the group of channels, so you can react only for English. And on there you can ask questions, you can share a lot of things. There are a lot of you are sharing right now news about the Chinese version of Miniword, and also you can ask me questions, or in case you have some specific question about the minicamp, like, okay, teacher, I have this idea, but I don't know if this one is going to work for this minicamp. Please help me out. I will be able to do. Also, when a lot of you are having problems trying to submit your maps or trying to do some specific things, I will be able to help you out. So, guys, I'm waiting on there, so just access for anything you need. Last one, but not less important, we got the tools in the description of my videos, of any video. So in case you see something that you want to remind or something that you need that you didn't remember where I taken from, just take a quick look to the description of the video. On there you can find all the information about the minicamp, the different channels, the Discord link, and the link to the Miniword script section, the link to my scripts, and a lot of tools to edit in cell phones and also in computers. So yeah, and finally, give me a big like if you like the channel, and also don't forget to subscribe. With that, you will help me out to bring more content and probably bring some collaboration for the next classes. Now let's start with the objectives, guys. Okay, the jellyfish model. I'm going to take note of that, so I will be able to take that for later, okay? So at the end of the class, I will be able to give you that. I'm just going to take note because sometimes you ask me something, then I tell you, oh, let's do it at the end of the class, and I completely forgot after that, so I'm just taking note of it. So objectives for this class, guys. We're going to cover most of all and overall the different plugins, and I'm going to explain more than the usual different plugins because for this class I want to do a focus on it, okay? What happened, guys, is, okay, it seems that Basti Soriano already got the model. I'm not sure about that, but I think it's very similar to the one I get when I get the jellyfish model. But also, guys, remember that I'm not sure about that, but I think in the link of the tools channel in Discord, you will be able to find a link to access to my drive. And in my drive, I submit a document that has a lot of models, okay? So you can check that also. But guys, we are going to cover most of all plugins. And those plugins are going to have like different sections. So first we are going to do the basic plugins. The basic plugins are those that are going to be for creating the basic elements of the game. As an example, the store, that you know that we can do a portable store in there. Also with this, you will be able to do another couple of cool things like having a developer stored into your inventory, having a coin system. So that's something that we are going to learn first. Then we are going to learn how to do, sorry guys, I'm going to change the light a little bit from here. But the second one is the Boolean stage plugins are going to be, if you remember, in the game I create, we are going to have like different plugins because we have two different stages. The Boolean stage where the players build different fortress before the game starts. So we are going to have those plugins, and then we are going to learn how to create the combat plugins like the classes, the weapons, the bullets, everything related to it. And finally, we are going to end the class with something easy. We are going to learn some basic functions that are going to be very useful for any map, okay? So I highly recommend it to take note with this. And whenever you are creating a map, start with those useful functions, okay? Now, once more, just to remind you, the overclass map, overall. So we are in the class number 3, the week number 2, so it left around 3 classes, so we are just in the half of the Miniword. And for this class, you are going to see the objectives that I already explained. But remember, for tomorrow class, we are going to start learning the main system. That means the brain controller. And the brain controller is going to have 2 different stages. It's going to allow you to play the normal building section and then to have the rules to play the advanced system that is going to be the combat one, okay? And also we are going to learn how to do a block upgrade and downgrade system, so you will be able to have different levels of blocks to improve the fortress and have better constructions. Now, let's start and let's take the time to talk about the basic plugins, okay? So guys, whenever you are creating a map, I highly advise you to have a game plan, as we always do. Remember last class we see a game plan in which we have like different plugins for the inventory, right? You remember that, guys? So we got like different plugins for the inventory, but most important, apart for those different plugins that we got for the inventory, we also get like some basic plugins, okay? So whenever I'm going to start to coding or start to doing my triggers in this case, because you know I do most of the times all my things in my personal games with only scripts, because are going to be easier and to manage and to create more advanced things. But even if you are going to work just with triggers, before creating everything else, start creating your plugins. And we are going to start with the basic section. Before starting in the gameplay, we are going to learn the basic plugins, okay? So for the basic plugins, we are going to have the next. We are going to have 2 specific kinds of plugins for this game. First, we got everything related with the shop system. We are going to have, and I already teach that before, but a lot of you were in assistant to the minicamp when I teach this, so I just want to do like a remake of this. So we are going to learn how to create in-game store. That also this in-store game system will help us out to create the hero selection system, okay? And it's going to be very effective because you are going to force the player to choose a hero before the game starts. So that's going to be very useful, okay? Then for this, we are going to have a script that is going to be very easy to import, and you always can find this on my script site. We are going to have a skill or something that we always do, that is to creating a buff that is going to be the dummy buff. I want to explain that later. We are going to have the item for the developer store, the item for the item store, and finally we got the item for the coins that will help us out to choose different systems, okay? That's going to be the basic. Like in my case, in my game right now, it's not developer, but if you want to, as an example, add a quick system that the players can use some coins to get potions inside the game or whatever, or I don't know, to get some extra things not with real money, just with coins inside your game, you can use that system, okay? But also, as once more, we got another section that are going to be all the plugins related to the hero chooser, okay? Remember, in the game we have 3 different heroes. The player, at least in mine, you can have as much as you want it. And once you do this, you can select any of the 3. But there is something interesting happening here, and is if you don't select something, the game is going to force you to select, okay? So let me show you a really quick example, but a really effective example, okay? So I'm going to go back to the map, and by the way, I highly recommend it to download the game map, because right now we are going to have a winter event inside the game. So what is going to happen with the winter event? When you are playing multiplayer, there is going to be a lot of boxes falling from the sky inside the map, and in this map you will be able to climb like different codes for that, okay? So let me change something really quick here, so we will be able to see. Oh no, okay, of course we didn't need to change anything. Okay, so check this once more. This is something that gets open as soon as you open the screen, and if you didn't select any kind of class, every time that you walk around, check this. Every time that I walk around, the system is going to show me this until I select a hero, okay? And once more, we have like different classes And once I choose one, my model and everything is going to change. I will have the basic skills, but the system is not going to ask me anymore for that, okay? So we are going to learn to create that also as a basic systems. And for that, we are going to have an unlock system feature. That is the one that will allow us to choose as a hero. We have a hero chooser system. That is the one that we can select to choose our hero. A hero recipe that is going to have a couple of triggers depending, and that it will help us out to also have the hero selected and a weight dummy item. Okay, so let's start with it. For starting creating this, the first thing that we are going to do is go to scripts, okay? And as you see, the only script that we are going to have in my map, of course, this is personal, something personal that I made apart from the things that I'm going to teach you, but the only script that we are going to learn for this class is the open source system, okay? Where you can find it, all right? So let me show you right here. You only have to go here to the page that I always show you, that is Yeyo scripts, okay? Once more, I'm going to put the link just into the chat so you will be able to see it by first hand, okay? All right, and let me read you, very cool. And here I see that the Pincel is here, so welcome Pincel, welcome Van Newen, Tuan, and welcome Tuan, how are you? And also Mr. Muck, welcome to the class. Xin Hao, you say Xin Hao. I know that, I probably know what that means, hi in Chinese. I'm not sure about that, but I think Ning Hao or Xin Hao, it's something similar. And yeah. All right, guys. So what you are going to do is that you are going to access to the page that I just put into the chat. Okay, so let me show you the waiting room here. If you see the chat around this area, you are going to see that I just put down below here a link, okay? So I need you to click on that link, okay? And when you click on that link, okay, I don't know what I opened, Edge. Let me close Edge and let me go to Brave once more. And on there, you are going to find all those different scripts, okay? So this time you are going to you are going to find that on here. There is one that says open store item, okay? But just for you to have it easier, to have it already set up, I'm just going to create a new one, okay? So let me create here a new file. Let's put it on as Winter Games. So you are going to have already set up open store, okay? Item winter. All right, that's going to be a little bit different from the other. It's just the same script, but the difference is that this one is already set up, okay? So I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so just be sure that you have the information to this one. Remember to copy your trigger. Just once more, go to the website I teach you. You are going to go and scroll down to Winter Games, and under you are going to see this one. So you just click on that one, and you are going to have all this, okay? So remember to copy that. If you are in a computer, just copy right here, click on here and says copy route content. With that, it's going to be copied by default. So you will be able to just go to Miniverse and just create a new script, delete everything with the trash can icon here, and when it's completely empty, just paste this, okay? And you're going to have something like this. Try to save. If everything works fine, you will be able to save. If you get an error like this one, as an example, I don't know, let me show you an example. If you get an error like this, that means that you copied wrong, so just do the same process, delete everything, and try to copy again once more, okay? Very important, that's going to be in your computer. If you are in a cell phone, this is going to be a little bit different, okay? So if this is going to be a little bit different in your cell phone, okay? Probably you are going to see something more similar like this. And here you are not going to see the code directly. You are going to see instead something that says here click to open, okay? So if you see this, guys, just click on open, and if you are in cell phone, you have to copy this manually. So you have to select everything from the top, like this, okay? And you have to copy everything from the top to the bottom, okay? That's something very important that you need to do if you are in a cell phone, okay? So if you're in a cell phone, you have to just do this. Copy everything from the top to the end. Remember, be sure that the last line is this one. Just copy and paste it. And also very important, probably your browser is going to change this script to another language, to your language. So if you see something like, I don't know, that this is translated to another language, what I need you to do is to just be sure that you are not translating this, okay? Be sure that it's copied in the original language. Once you've got it, you can set up different things here, okay? That we are going to set up later. For now, just save it. Be sure also that you put a proper name to it, so you will remember what it's going to do. Open store. On my case, I'm going to put a class on it, so I will remember which one was the one I download, and I'm going to deactivate this one, okay? That will be the first step, okay? We already got this one, and then we are going to cover another basic thing, and it's the do me skill, okay? So probably you are guessing what is the do me skill, but the people that are really like students that come to the streaming a lot of times before already know how it works. But basically what we are going to do is to do a status that it's not going to do anything, but it will allow us to have effects or custom setups for the items, like every time you use the item you can do something. So that's something that we always create at first, okay? Okay. What it says here is Xin Sao means hello in Vietnam. Oh, sorry. I was thinking it was Chinese, but thank you so much for the declaration. So, Xin Sao means, but I don't know how to pronounce it, but it seems, okay, let me.
Xin Chao.
Xin Chao.
Xin Chao.
Okay, Xin Chao. All right, in Spanish, hi is hola, but probably it's very well known because a lot of people know that word in all the other places because it's like a meme for Spanish people. Okay, so what else I can see in the chat? All right. Oh, I see. So Mr. Mok is from Vietnam. So welcome and hi for all the people from Vietnam, okay? And also for you. All right. So guys, now we are going to create that specific dummy. So for that, just go to status. I already got it here, but I'm going to teach you how you can do it, okay? So just open here. You are going to create a new dummy from 0, and you are going to select right here, okay? Once you do that, you are going to have that screen. You are going to do a dummy. Just put it a dummy on it. You don't need to put anything, actually, no description. Of course, you can choose the item icon. I always did it because it's going to be more easy for me to remember. And that's it. This doesn't have to have an effect, doesn't have to be an attribute, just saved, and that's it, okay? With that, of course, I already got it created right here. And what it's going to do is, once more, it's not going to do anything, but I can use this with triggers to create some different interactions, okay? Once we got this, we are going to create the developer store, okay? So, if you are playing my games, remember that in the inventory you can have items that will open the developer store or the item store, so we are going to create those two very quick, okay? And also the coin system. So, let's start with the store. For the store, I need you to go to props. We are going to add a new item. Just create a new item, create it from 0, just hit add, and here you have like different options. Once more, as always, this is going to be a misc item, this is going to be a tool, this is going to be related with bows. With this you can do bullets or arrows or whatever similar. With this one you can do firearms like guns, like snipers, like machine guns, With this, you can do food. With this, you can do like lucky bags where you can have random items or a pack of items. And with this, you can do equipment. We are going to choose the first one, the misc one, and just hit confirm, okay? When you got it, you are going to have this menu. On here, you are going to put whatever name you got it. You remember, you can use custom colors. Okay, for now I'm just going to put a quick on here, and as description I'm going to click here to open the developer store with premium items. Okay, you can put whatever like that. Remember, you can use colors. I'm not going to teach that because we already covered that in different classes. On here, I advise you to choose your own models. I got my own here. I have a lot of models, or I got a lot of here in my miniature system. So I always have one that has already the shop on here. Okay, I create my own. I highly advise you to create your own items. So I'm going to select my dev store. In attributes, just put it this one in one, so you are not going to have a lot of stores. And skills, just hit here. You are going to hit buff, and when you got it buff, in the first one you are going to delete whatever you got on here, and you are going to select your dummy, the one that we just created. Okay, in duration just put 1 second. Okay, now on no target, keep it like it is. In max target, just change to non-charge mode. Cooldown, just put it wherever you want it. You can put like 1 second. On here, target team, same team, and in beam you are going to put single target, okay? And just hit confirm, save and return, and you are going to have that item added to your map. I got it right here. As you see, I use a custom color for it, so it's going to be more, it's going to be seen by the players as a different item, okay? As you see, it's the same setup. And that's the first item. Okay, guys, with that we are going to have the base for our store system. Then we got the item store. For this, just do the same. Okay, we are just going to create that one. Is just as the same as the store system, so just hit create it. Okay, once more you are going to do all the process. Okay, it's the same process as the developer store that we just created. But on this one, you are going to just change the information. You are going to put a store as an example and get cool items here. As you see, it's the same we got on here. Oh, sorry. I got it as an agility. On here, I have to change it to dummy, okay? And it's the same. And finally, we got the money. For creating the money, we are just going to add one. Remember, we are going to just create now. We already got all of this. We are going to create this one. That is the coins. It's the base for our system. So just hit create it. Hit once more. Go here to create misc item. And when you create misc item, you can put here money. You can choose a custom icon for it. Of course, that depends on your map. I already got mine created. I have different coins like here. So you can see I got like different coins. I have, as an example, I can choose this one. In attribute, I just keep it at the max because the money is something that you can stack. Go to new skills. You are not going to do anything like that, and just hit save and return. And you are going to have your current money. Okay, I already got it right here. I put it a custom item here. But as you see, it's like the normal amount, okay? All right, so yeah, Mr. Puck is a code, but it's going to be given at the end of each topic, okay? So for this, we left a lot of things to have the code right now. So just wait a little bit, like in 20 or 15 minutes, we are going to get the first code, okay? Now, Alright, so now what we got now, okay? So guys, we already got all of this created. What we are going to do now is to set up the store, okay? So once you got all those items created, open the store tree script, okay? I'm going to change here the font a little bit. We are going to put more size on it, okay? And what we are going to do with this? We got in all the triggers, we have this section that says setup, okay? And after that, we got this text, okay? So I'm just going to open here a software that allows me to put that a little bit bigger for you. So you will be able, to see that much clearer, okay? And just for be able to teach you, I'm going to delete myself from the background, okay? And check this, guys. When you got this trigger, remember this is going to be the same. I'm just opening a little bit bigger. On here you have something that says setup, and just below that you have all the information. So on here you always have like a line with text and a number, and right next to the number you got this that is going to be the description for your trigger or for your script, okay? You have the description in English, and in here you have the description of Spanish after those two lines. So in the one that says open store item, and this is going to be the item that will open the store in your inventory, okay? So how do you can change that? You just delete the number here, and you are going to access right here where it says ID library. You are going to select item, and on there you are going to have all the different items that you already have in your inventory. Just scroll down here and select custom, and on there you are going to select your store. As you see, right where you put the number on it, you are going to see a number that says ID. So you are going to select that one, and you are going to see the number right here. As we are not going to use open store mob, just put a -1 on it, but in case you want to put a specific creature, just hit on creature, custom, and select any creature, and it's going to put a number on it. That means that that mob can open also the item store with no having to do anything. Then we got this one. This one is going to be just the same as this, but with the developer store. So just delete it, go to ID library, and you are going to create an item here. Just scroll down to custom, and I got my developer store here. So I'm just going to put it on here, and we got almost all the setup doing here, okay? So you are going to just keep this on false. That means that the store is going to open every time that the player dies, so we don't need that for this one. But this one is important as we are going to do a class chooser, okay? What it's going to do this is going to spam the store. That means that it's going to open over and over and over the store until you got an item that has a text that in the name that says hero, okay? And once it's did it, it's going to tell that text. We are going to set up the later that for now we are going just to save, okay? And that's it. Your item is going to work. So how you can test this? Okay, so if you want to test, just put a tool on here, okay? Just put in your inventory the two items or that we will be able to use with this one, okay? And also put the money inside your game. So we are going to put those just right here. And we are going to put the items on there, and we are going to test if that works. Let me go to play mode. And the first thing that you are going to see if everything is working, so as you see, there is an event here, is this, okay? This is going to be open every time that you move. It's going to open this. Of course, it's not going to have anything right now until you select something that we are going to set up right now, okay? But also you are going to have two items here. So every time that you use it, it's going to open this. And every time I click on this, it's going to open the developer store, okay? Of course, I don't have anything right now on there, so it's not going to show you anything, guys, okay? Now that we got this working, and yeah, fully working once more, now what we are going to do is that we are going to move to the next part of the items in the class. And let me go back to the class. Hello, guys. Welcome T-Flanks, welcome Trinley. And who else is on here? And yeah, that's it. That's the new people. Welcome to the class, okay? And now, let's do the next thing, guys. So on here, we already covered this. Now we are going to create a hero chooser system. So remember, with this, you will have the store and the developer store, sorry. It's going to be this one. I put it in the wrong position, but yeah. With the item store, we are going to do the hero chooser system, okay? Breakdown, I'm going to do, like a small pause here, a small time. So I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you the first code here. So before starting with this, because it's going to be a little bit more advanced, but it's not going to be that much hard, so don't worry for that, okay? So let's start with it. I'm going to give you the code, guys, or let's do this. Give me a little bit more. I'm going to teach you how to do this, and then we are going to cut the code, okay? So let's start with the unlock feature. Sorry, guys, this is going to give you the availability to create a map, okay? A hero. So how did you gonna do that? Just access here, just move back to props once more, and select in add. We are going to add a new one, okay? So we are going to create once more. We are going to create something from zero, and remember to choose here misc. Okay, you are going to have here, and you can put something like this, hero unlocker, okay? And once more, with this you can put choose a hero, okay? And then you can use a model here. You can use whatever model you can have. As an example, you can use any of those. This is not going to be really seen by the players, but as an example, you can use, I don't know, whatever you want it. Okay, in my case, I'm not going to worry, and I'm going to use the bubble, okay? Remember, this is the bubble, but I already have that item in game. The attribute, just set up to 1, and no skills required, just hit save and return, okay? The item that I propose you to create is already here for me. I got it as unlock feature, but it's the same item that we just created. Oh, I see something, and it's that we need to just have one of them, okay? So that is the same item, is the hero chooser in here. So I can change the name here, hero feature, whatever you want it, okay? But I already got it here, okay? Once we create this, we need to create the hero items, okay? What is the hero items? When you actually play the game, every time that you move, you are going to cut this, as you see, okay? This is going to be the menu that allows you to choose a hero, and depending of what hero choose, you are going to have like different heroes, of course. So let me just show you once more. I got another one. I can choose the striker, and the striker is going to be a different hero, okay? So that's what we gonna learn to create. But before doing this, I'm going to give you the code, guys. So remember to copy the code. I'm going to give you some minutes to copy the code. And also, guys, just give me 1 minute. I will be right back. I just need to go to the bathroom very quickly, guys. Sorry for that. And yeah, so remember to copy the code. Okay. And I will be right back in a Okay, guys, thank you so much for waiting and for staying on this live streaming with me. Just a second more. I'm just putting on here some specific things that will be very important for the class and my end, but you are not going to see that probably because I'm using another screen. Okay, so I hope you have enough time to actually be able to copy the information. Sorry, that is my alarm here for wake up in the normal week. So, give me 1 second. You're all right. So you will be able to see now my face back. Yes, welcome back, guys. And once more, you were already supposed to be claiming the code. Okay. That's very important, guys. Try to claim the code because it's going to give you 15 minibits for now. But also, remember that we will have on here more things to do, okay? So guys, moving back to this, you will find on here like the different recipes for be able to access or to not to access but yes to create the hero chooser system. Okay, so let's move back here. On here, oh, my mouse is just getting on there a problem. Just a second. Okay, and once more, click here to the meeting. All right. So once more, we got on here like the different items that we got to do, okay? So I was showing you like the different items that we will be able to choose that are those that you can find here. So remember, this is going to be very important. Every time that you create a different hero, you will need to use one of those, okay? And once you create one of those, you are going to see that we got like different items here, okay? So in my case,
estoy pasando lista.
in my
Multitasking at its best.
situation,
Okay, Gloria Beatriz.
I will have like different items here.
Not
okay?
here. Victor.
Oh, just a second, guys.
I'm here.
No.
I got this in the wrong position.
Alejandro, ¿me escuchas?
Yes,
Que lo vi
here,
por
here,
ahí.
here.
Ah, lista. Daniel Alejandro.
Okay, guys. So
Here.
we got this in different positions.
Sergio.
So remember, every time
Here.
that you have a different hero,
Hans, por ahí lo vi.
and every time that you have
Camilo Vargas. Good
different
morning.
hero, you are going to have a here like a different
Juan
setup.
Camilo
for you,
Vargas.
okay.
Not here. Juan
So,
Camilo Wilches.
remember here you have like
You can see
different options.
there.
You are going to have 3
Juan
items,
Felipe.
but I'm going to teach you just to do one. Okay.
No lo veo por acá tampoco.
So in my
José
case,
Alejandro.
I will start just with the first one, and that is
morning, I'm
going to be
here.
like this. So you are
And
going
Jonathan
to
Steven.
add here a new item, okay? Then you are going to move to new, and you are going
Julian
to
Steven.
create it, okay? When you hit create it, when you hit that create a new
Jesue
item,
Pachón.
you are going to have here the different setup.
Jesue is not here. Okay.
Yes, I'm here, so hi.
You're here. Okay, hi. Viviana.
All right, guys,
Good morning.
so first you are
Morning.
going to hit here,
Julian
you are going
Enrique.
to create MISC, and in MISC, it's very important, guys. What you have to do
Miguel
here,
Ángel.
what you need to be sure that
Maria
you
Cristina.
are going to do here is that you put and the first one the
Cristian
keyboard
Iván.
or the key that says
Eduard.
hero, okay?
Okay,
That is very
Cristian,
important,
wonderful.
guys.
Good
You
morning.
need to
Eduard
put hero on
Andrés.
it because our system it's going to
Leslie
detect
Natalia.
that word, okay? So
Here.
give me a second.
Good
let me
morning.
Okay,
put the
good
chat
morning. Finori, are you
All
here?
right.
Guess not. So let me try again. Andres Felipe.
I didn't block you in the chat. I can see your comments and also
Because
all
I-
the people. Okay?
Okay.
So guys, very important, put hero and
Maria
here put the
Beatriz.
name of your hero. As an example, hero,
I'm here,
I
good
don't know,
morning.
let's say
Good morning.
All right? But that needs to be
Ay, mira,
matching
están
with what
ingresando.
you're going to put on your script, okay? So remember, on your script you put hero here. So if you put hero here, it needs to start with
Juan
hero.
Camilo Vargas.
If you put something different, like as an example, I don't know, let's say
Here,
in Spanish, hero is héroe.
José Alejandro.
All right. So if you put here
Camilo Villa.
hero,
Jonathan Lara.
all right. If you put hero in here, you need to put hero. Just this word needs to
Jonathan,
be the
are you
same
here?
that you are going to put here. Okay, so
Not.
by
Julián
don't
Enrique.
complicate it, in my end, I'm going to put hero. And very important, this
Miguel Ángel.
hero needs to be with the first one, needs to be
María Cristina.
with, like exactly like it is here. So if you
Y
put
Fainori.
an H on it or something in
Faltan
all
1, 2,
uppercase here, you have
3,
to
4,
put it, okay?
5,
Yo
6.
llegué.
On here you
¿Quién
can
llegó?
put whatever you want
¿Quién llegó?
okay?
Okay, so
you
you're
have
late,
to put
okay?
this in one or less and don't put any skill
So-
on it, okay? So that's
Julián
the basics.
Martínez, right?
Of course, you need to put more
Sí.
information in it. As an example, you see
This is
that
your
I put
first
different
verbal
colors,
warning,
I put
okay?
a description for it.
Pero
And
pues
also
yo
I
te
put
había
a
dicho
this,
15
okay?
minutos
Like
antes que
how
pues
offensive
el
is it
computador
or
estaba
not
teniendo
offensive,
problemas.
how it's used for
¿Y ya
offense,
funcionó
how
bien?
it's used
Sí.
for defense, and how it's used
Listo.
Y
for
alcancé a
support, and some
conectarme a
extra
tiempo
information. So
en
that's very
Nexus.
important if you are going
Listo,
to have
listo.
different
Entonces todo bien.
classes.
It's not a
Okay,
verbal.
Eh,
why this is
A
not
ver,
Good
¿quién más le
morning.
falta?
Joan,
llegó?
sí,
¿Llegó?
yo,
explain to
Juan.
the players
Lo que pasa es que yo te comenté por
what is
WhatsApp
going to be important
que
about
no
this
me está
class. What we put
funcionando,
here is this is a
bueno, no me
flexible
estaba
role
funcionando
in the
Nexus,
game
el computador se
with
bloqueó
high survival rate,
y
okay?
pues me decía como clave
So, as
incorrecta,
an
o sea, no
example,
me dejaba
with another
ingresar. Lo
hero
reinicié
here,
y ahorita no
I
me está
put
dejando acceder
offensive
nuevamente a la
role
VPN.
in the game, very agile, okay?
Entonces
So that
pues
means that
igual
this
te voy a
hero
enviar
is
una foto del
actually going
mensajito
to
que me
be
aparece por WhatsApp
very agile
como
and
para
it's
que
going to have
tengas
different stats here, okay?
eh,
So remember, you need
claridad.
to create
Juan
one
Felipe.
one,
Pero
each
entonces
one
no
of
te
the
puedes
heroes
conectar
that
al
you
Nexus,
are
right?
going to
No, no me puedo conectar a Nexus
to create,
porque
okay?
cuando intento conectar la VPN
Uh,
me parece VPN connection failed.
Dale, todo bien.
Alright,
Ya
so
lo arreglamos.
once you do that,
Entonces,
okay,
Felipe.
and you create a name for it and the description, once more, it's just going to be the same that you just created. We don't
Sí, una
have
preguntita.
anything else
Tú-
different, okay?
Yes.
So remember,
Tú
you are
me
going to
mandaste a
create
resetear mi
three
contraseña,
of them,
¿cierto?
okay?
Es
In
que no
my
me está
case,
dejando entrar
because I have
Sí.
three heroes.
al
But probably
correo.
in your
Listo.
case, you're going to
Déjame ver
have
si
more
ya-
heroes.
si
You are
ya
going to have 1,
resolvieron el
4,
ticket.
5, 6, whenever the amount of
de hecho, sí.
heroes that you are going to have.
A ver.
So just try to use that amount, okay?
Listo, guys.
Now,
Se los voy a poner
also
ahí en
very
el chat.
important, we need
Solo
to create a
Alejandro,
hero
Viviana,
recipe.
Sergio,
This is
Leslie y
going to be
Joshua, ¿sí?
more
Para
and
los
more
demás
and
aún no hay
very
respuesta.
specific, okay?
Oye, tengo una pregunta. Es que mete que a mí tampoco me deja conectar a la
So,
VPN.
very important, this is going to be a recipe,
Bien.
and also you are
Aquí
going to see
Cristian,
that
Cristian,
it has a
Cristian.
small trigger. So we are going to start with that.
Cristian.
We already have, as an example, the
Vargas,
amount of heroes
right?
that you have, but for be able to use this
Sí.
in our system, we need to create a recipe. So just scroll down,
Sí.
go to recipes,
A mí ya me
and
dejó
you are going to
conectarme.
add a new recipe. To add a new recipe, just
Wonderful.
click create new, create,
Yo creo que el de la
add,
manzana puede apagar
and put whatever you want to put on here. At the beginning, probably you are not going to be able to use the right items, okay?
Perfect.
So just do this. Once you got it,
Se
just
escucha,
click
se
here
escucha bien
and
provocativa y verde y todo.
add to this
Listo,
system,
guys.
okay? So
Okay,
here you
guys, so
see
go
that
grab
you
your
have
teas
the
and
wood
your
bar.
coffee. See
Of
you
course,
in
can
10
change
minutes,
that.
okay?
And
At
here you put the
7:18.
hero item, okay, that we are going to give to the player.
Okay, thank you.
So as an
Okay,
example,
good.
we are
See
going
you.
to use hero fielder, okay? And very important on here, what you are going to put is the item that we created to unlock features. So remember, this is going to be my hero unlocker. So you are going to put one and be sure that this is only one. Okay, down here you are going to choose common and then produce, you need to keep it in one and save it, okay? Of course, I already got it here, so I'm not going to add it because I already got it here, okay? Let's use the same example, so you are going to see the same hero. As you see, I already got it here, but then after you add it to the game, we are going to do the trigger, okay? So just create a new trigger. The trigger name is going to be hero, okay? And you have to do this hero by hero. So if you have 20 heroes, you have to open the recipe and add the recipe here, okay? So the event is going to be the only event that we got, and it's when this is completely finished, when this is completely done, you are going to have an item here, and a specific item that is going to be the result of it, okay? Just 1 second, yeah. So, as an example in here, I just create this specific item, okay? Now, you are going to have the different options. The first action that we are going to do is that we are going to go to pliers and we are going to remove item, okay? We need to first delete the item so the plier won't be able to use that
Daniela,
one.
¿estás aquí?
And we are going to select pliers in trigger
Paola,
event.
¿no? Okay,
One.
te lo escribo.
And
Sí.
then
Sí,
we are
sí.
going to select
Que te
the item
logues
type
para
in
marcar
the
entrada y luego
effect,
te
okay?
deslogues. Listen the word first.
That's going
Ok,
to auto-delete
listo, ya.
the item in
Pero
the
me
game.
pongo como en ready o solo entro literal.
Me da miedo que si te pongas en ready te entre una llamada.
O sea, solo entro y me. Y me
And now
salgo, ¿sí?
you
Sin
are going to
ponerme
see the
ningún
different
status.
information here. There's going to see
No
that
te logues
first
en
we
Agent Desktop,
complete the
logueate en
recipe
Nexus.
and then we delete it.
Pero
Now,
en-
what we are going to do
ok.
right now is
Quédate
that we
en
are
ready
going
en
to add
Nexus y ya.
another item right here.
Pero en Nexus yo no tengo esa
Okay.
opción.
¿No?
And when you got this,
Ay,
what you're
Dios.
going to do is
A ver,
to
comparte tu pantalla.
set
Ya,
up
vale.
an item, okay?
Un segundito.
So, first you are going to go here, you are going to select assign, and you are going to select item type setup, okay? Very important, guys, item type setup. And the setup is going to be the next one. So we are going to add the plier. The main gun, we are going to add the pliers, the second gun, and the third one. We are going to add everything. So for now, just create it with empty items, okay? Later, I'm going to cover that later better because right now it seems we don't have all the items
ya va.
created, so
Dame control.
it's going to be kind of difficult for us to set up right now. So just save it. Okay, later we are going to come back to this one. Okay, I
Dani,
didn't
dame
realize
control.
that we need to actually cover all the items first. Okay, and when you got the hero recipe, we are going to create another
Ignorada totalmente. Daniela.
specific
Y
book,
se
okay?
marchó.
So when we are going to
Hola,
do
Joan,
that,
¿sí me escuchas?
when
Hola.
we are on this,
Es que fíjate que estoy tratando de
you
conectarme
are
a
going
Nexus.
to access here.
O sea, ya estoy conectado a VPN, pero estoy
And
intentando
we
ingresar a
are
Nexus,
going to
pero
go to
me dice que
status
no, las
and we are
credenciales
going
no.
to create
no
the
corresponden.
wait one, okay? So just
Okay.
access here, create a new
Gracias.
one, and access
Listo,
and add
listo,
a new
listo.
one, okay? Once you got it, the setup for that status is going to be the next one.
Ahí
We're
te lo
going to
puse
put
en el
as
chat.
title, wait, okay?
Intenta otra vez
Welcome,
copia y pega.
Kenji.
por favor.
Welcome to the class. I see that you are coming a little bit late, but it's okay for me. Remember, you can just rewind the video and you will see all the parts
Sí, Daniela, no tienes la
that
opción.
we are going to wait for.
Deslogueate.
Okay,
Conéctate
so
en
I'm
Agent
going
Desktop,
to
dale
just
ready y te
completely
deslogueas rápido
kill
que no te vaya a
Goodman
ingresar
once
una
more,
llamada.
because
Cristian, déjame
it's,
intentar aquí con tu usuario, ¿ok?
kind of
Vale.
upset that you are asking for the codes all the time. Remember, in the class, after we covered a full part of the class, we are going to see the codes, okay? So I completely hide you from this channel. It's the first time I think I do this for this reason, but you are going to be very intense with that. And welcome, Kenzie, how are you? Yeah, we are going to try to play your map if we got enough time. If not, I'm going to save it and I'm going to play it in the Spanish class in the night time. In your end, in my end, in the morning in yours. So, put the name on wait.
No, no está sirviendo, Cristian. Ya escaló tu caso.
Ah, vale,
Just
gracias.
1 second here. I got a Spanish player here, so just give me a second. I'm going to talk to the Spanish player.
Joan, sí te quería comentar que lo intenté nuevamente, o sea, como que cerré todo lo de la VPN y todo, y lo intenté nuevamente, se demoró en cargar, pero ya me dejó ingresar.
Ok, genial. Listo,
Entonces,
listo.
pues voy a loguearme hasta ahorita en Nexus,
Vale,
para
está
que
bien.
tengas la novedad.
Ujú,
Gracias.
dale, no te preocupes.
Yo allá es que se me había trabado Teams, pero ya estoy de vuelta. Ya
Ok.
hice
Ok.
eso de loguearme.
Alright, so just put
Pero
it
es que
wait on
estás
there.
ahí como en not,
Now
en
I
not
was
ready.
able to speak by him
Ay,
in
ya va.
Discord, not in
Quédate
Ah,
así,
pero
I
déjame
don't
ver
know
si
why,
tienen
but well.
llamadas.
Sí.
I guess
Yeah.
YouTube
Bueno.
books. So doesn't matter what you
Que si
put in
están
here,
back to back,
but
no creo, pero si
just
están
put
back to back,
something
no te
that is
puedo
not
poner en
very
red.
dramatic here. You can use the same. I got status
Uy,
icon
Agent Desktop
36,
está
mark
lento.
45, and others for the same.
My
The
God.
effect is going to be to make the player invincible, and the player can
No, no hay
move
mucha
this
cola.
point
Dale
or
ready
hold the
rápido y te
player's move
desbloqueas.
when the game is not ready. An attribute, just leave it in positive status.
Listo, ya le di
No
estoy
triggers,
desbloqueando.
no scripts, just
Eso.
save it. And
Okay.
with this, we already have covered all our part
Ay, no había
about
visto su mensaje.
Hero Chooser. Okay, guys? So I already give you the codes. So remember, guys, I'm just going to put it back, but we already got those codes, okay? I see. No, not a problem. I can see it's completely okay. We just covered the basics plugins, so just in case you want to improve your map a little bit more, so I just check those plugins, okay? Now, we are going to move to the plugin, bowling plugins, okay? So in here we are going to have like different items, remember, and I'm going to show you that very quickly. Okay, so in the game, after you choose here like different hero, as an example this one, and after this time goes to 0, we are going to start the building section, okay? So in the building section you are going to have a specific set of items, you are going to have some blocks, and also you are going to have the upgrade block and the downgrade block, okay? Of course you cannot exit, remember that you are going to be trapped here, but you can use the building items to build your stronghold, okay? As an example like this, you can build everything like this, and you have the items to actually upgrade. That means that your blocks are going to be stronger, or the downgrade one that will allow you to actually do the contrary thing. So you can actually just make your stronghold be a little bit powerful, okay? So we are going to learn the basics about those items, and we are going to start for this with some basic things. So we are not going to use this, we already covered this, we are going to learn how to create the basic block, okay? So the basic block is the one that you are going to use to build your scenario, but very important guys, probably you already create your scenario, something that you need to be sure is that the players won't be able to destroy your scenario. That's the most important part. And also, in my end, I have two types of snow, the wall snow and the floor snow. The floor snow is going to be important because the players are going to recharge their snowballs there. And this one is going to be a little bit different. It looks the same, but it's actually different. So let me show you. The one I got in the walls, it's ID 21, and the one that I got in the floors is 20011, and it's the snow block. So this one is very similar, but it's not the same, okay? So first we are going to create the basic block. For this is going to be very easy, just create a block, just hit add a new one, create, and when you create it, you are going to have the next, okay, what happened here? The next information, okay? So you are going to have here some information. I just put snow floor here, okay? Just 1 second, yes. Okay, snow plus here, I just put the name to know that is not the
Hola Joan, si
normal
estás
snow,
ahí,
to know that is mine.
Yeah.
¿puedes ayudar a conectar a Nexus?
Comparte la
And
pantalla.
you are going to put breakable by snowballs, okay? And now, yeah, it's the codes
Mira,
just
es
for minigames
que
for now.
no me carga.
I already
Sí.
coded
¿Tienes
that
la
one, but
VPN
I just
conectada?
repeated the code for those that were in
No,
the
es que
class
ya
before
intenté
that.
varias veces y no entiendo por qué no.
Abre la VPN. Ok, listo. Jonathan, espérate tantito.
Oh, truly sorry for that. It seems that yes, I put the sound for another teacher. Truly sorry for that, guys. Now it's supposed to be working fine. What happened? I think it has been crossed, but sorry for that. Okay, so it seems that probably a video or something has been open, and I wasn't able. What happened is that I just have like two different sounds for the streaming, and I just hear in the streaming one, I don't hear in the other, but it seems that my computer is open something. Okay, yes, it was like a video here. No. Oh yeah, I found out. So sorry for that, guys. Now for the attribute, guys, we are going to put the next one. Blast resistance, just put it in 1. And as we are going to have different levels, this is very important, the players will be able to break those blocks. So remember, the hardness for your blocks is going to start in 1.5. This is going to give the player some seconds to break it. It's okay. Now sliding acceleration is going to be 0. And all the other things are going to be 0. No drop items, this is very important. Collision solid and broken projectile is going to be off, okay? As you see, no triggers, no partials, just save it. And you are going to have, with this, your first item here, okay? Now, on here, you are going to see that we got also an upgrade blocks item and a downgrade blocks item, okay? So we got those two right here. What we are going to do is that we are going to create those items too, okay? For now, we are going to move here and we are start creating one of them, okay? So for creating the first one, we are going to just go here and we are going to select MISC, okay guys? Very important, select MISC. Once you created MISC, you are going to have the normal UV to create your items, so create one from 0, and we are going to start with the upgrade block, okay? So just put the information here. I put upgrade block. I also put an icon before that and the description to upgrade the block before the level. I use a specific concept, and it's the ice is going to increase the coldness and is going to increase the level of your blocks, and the fire of course is going to decrease it. For this one I use this icon. And now let's go to attribute. Numbers of a stack is going to be less, and in the skills you don't have to put any skill in it, okay? Just keep it like it is. As you see, just name and description. And for the downgrade item, you are going to just copy and paste that one and just change the information. In my case, I use fire, and it's going to be downgrade. The icon is going to be pointing downwards, and it's the same information, okay? So you're already supposed to have those two created, guys, okay? Like this is going to be like the UE that the players will have in their inventory when they start to create the map, okay? So as you see here, after I select everything here, all right. All right, so once more, as you see here, you have the block that we just created. We also have here the upgrade cloud and the downgrade block, okay? And that's what you are going to use on boiling system. But also, we need to create something more. And it's the basic block that is going to be the same, that the one that we just created. But remember that also you are going to have different levels for your blocks. So we are going to start creating those blocks, okay? So what we are going to do, guys, just go here, go to your blocks, and once more, you can see my levels here. I got level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. And those are going to have also the setup. So just remember, when you access here, you are going to hit created, and probably you are going to have your snow block already created, so select that one and select confirm. Once you did it, or once you do it, sorry, you are going to have like this interface. Just here put a different name and put something for the levels. In that case I use plus symbols, but you can put something like level 2, so that's going to be the next block. Attributes and everything is going to be just the same, but remember, for the previous one I got something like this. I just add a little bit more of hardness here, so the item is going to be a little bit harder, and just hit save and return, okay? Then you have to do the same, create another block, but the other one, the level 3, try for everyone to change them all, okay? So in this case, the first one was just snow, the second was a snow brick, now it's like something like ice brick with snow on it. And the attribute is just the same, the previous one, but 5 more, okay? Of course, as is ice, I put 1.5 on the slide, so the players will slide over it. But all the setup is the same, the only thing that changed here is the level. Remember here you can put also level 0.3. All right, yeah, that's it. You can do that. And finally, create another one, okay? You can use as much levels as you want. In my case, I only have 4 different levels, but you can create more, of course, depending of your system, okay? So check this. Surprise, that is going to be the last level, is just the same, but, okay? And but, very important, guys, on here, I just put more hardness. As you realize, the only thing that changes is the hardness. Okay, guys? So don't worry for that. Just put more, okay? Okay. You still hearing the voices over the teachers? Because I wasn't able, so just give me a second. Yeah, but I think now you cannot hear anything because I've just switched 1 second to the normal sound and I don't hear anything. Hola, yeah, 1, 2, 3, doing a test. Yeah, it seems that now you are not able to hear those extra voices. That was very upset, of course. Now, guys, once more. We already got those items created, okay, guys? So that's very important. After you have the 4 levels here, I got another trick, and is at the next one, okay? And the next trick, guys, is that if you are selecting your hero, there are some areas in which you cannot build anything, okay? And so as an example, if I try to build here, you're going to see that nothing happens. And if I try to build him here, you are going to see that the block stands on the border, but I cannot build something here. And also, you cannot build on the ice, okay? If I do this, sorry, okay. As you see, you cannot build in different areas. Well, in the ice, actually, you can build. But well, in this area, you cannot build, and the easiest way to do it is just by creating an invisible block. That's it, okay? So how do you create this block? This block is just going to be 4 areas that you don't want the players to build with. Just create a new block, create the block from 0, and the information just put on build zone. You cannot build here. And the attribute is going to be blast resistance, -1, hardness, -1, and very important, guys, the collision needs to be air, and the appearance needs to be this one, because this is going to be an invisible block when you are playing the game. So just scroll down here and select this one, okay? Artwall and setup. Now that's covered, and now you will have that item. So wherever you want the players not to pull with, just put a lot of those blocks like this, and you are going to see that players cannot build on that area because, well, the other area is already covered by a block. It's the easiest ways to do it, so you are going to avoid the players to be able to join. And also that players can move around this area, as this is going to be a completely one. All right, so as you see, you can cross by, you can do whatever you want to do here, okay? Now, we already covered this part also, okay? So I'm going to give you the next code, guys, okay? All right. All right, guys, so I hope you can copy that. Hi, Joseph, how are you? Everything is working fine for you? Just let me put this clear so you will be able to see better the code. Okay, guys, so now you can see the screen right now, all right? That's something amazing that you already can claim the code, okay? So let's move back to the class, guys. And finally, almost ending the class, we are going to have something that is combat clips. Okay, I just realized that there is something here that this was moved up, probably because I moved my chairs. All right, so I will resolve that later. For now, let's continue with the class, guys. Okay, at the moment, you have any questions, because we are going to cover the next part, okay? And it's how you are going to end for selecting the characters. So I'm going to be more specific on this one because I want you to learn a little bit about the codes, okay? So probably we are not going to cover everything on here because this actually is going to be very easy. But I want to be a little bit more specific in main guns as you are going to learn a shooter, okay? So first, let's start with the main part, and is here the snowball, okay? So the snowball for this game is something very important because it has some extra triggers, okay? That will help us out to break some blocks, okay? So we are going to start creating the snowballs. It's not the same that you can find in game. Of course, you can edit the one that you have in game, but you are going to find out this, and it's that we can have it right here. As you see, we don't have the snowball for edition here, so it's going to be a little bit complicated. So what we are going to do instead is that you are going to hit create, and you are going to select an ammo or projectile here. Just confirm. Once you hit confirm, you are going to have the next menu, okay? You are going to have all these options, all right? And I already got it right here finished, so I'm going to show you my setup, okay? Name is going to be snowball, of course. The description is going to be destroys snow blocks and push pliers and damage pliers, okay? That's going to be the description. Now for attributes, you are going to have like different attributes here, okay? So the first one is going to be item type. Just keep it like it is. On here, select max stack of numbers as 99, and throw, keep it completely off because we are going to use the guns to throw the balls, okay? Now for projectile attack, that will stay on 15 or less. Remember that depends on your classes, but always be sure that the damage is less. When you are using a weapon to shoot it, the damage depends on your weapon. When you are throwing the object completely alone, it's going to depend from here. So that's going to be the basics for the guns. Attack type is going to be single shot. You have two options, explosion and single shot. Single shot is just like a normal bullet and arrow, and explosion is going to do an explosion when it hits, okay? The gravity is how much curve is going to have, so more gravity, your gun is going to decrease a little bit. So a good way to reduce the range of your guns, as an example, if you if you have a keeper, you don't want your keeper to shoot very far away, just shoot in front of him. So the good way to do it is just by increasing the gravity, okay? So it's going, if you don't put gravity, it's going to be like a sniper. If you put a little bit more of gravity, it's going to just get down before, and if you put more gravity on it, it's going to be even more. So it's going to probably get on here, okay? So that's going to affect, now the initial speed is going to be how fast the gun is going to work. You can put a lot of speed here. My recommendation is never use something less than 80, because when you use less than that and the player is moving forward, your player is actually going to hit itself, okay? For this one, just set up in medium. Velocity attenuation, guys, is if you activate this, is going to start reducing the speed of the gun, okay? And when that happens, every second is going to be less and less. If you put this, probably your gun in some point is going to be like completely stop it and it's going to fall in the ground. And if you put not gravity, it's just going to be freezing in the air. Okay, so you have to be very careful with this one. Now, in hit and target, you have like different information here. And let me explain it one by one. If you put collision creature, it's going to hit pliers, but it's not going to work when it hits walls. As an example, blocks is going to stay on there. If you put blocks, it's going to do the other way. So it's not going to collide with creatures, but yes, with blocks. So as an example, if a player just gets in the way, the block is just going to stop, the bullet is going just to stop it there and it's going to fall. Creatures and block is going to work fine for both of them. So that's the most usefully. Triggering immediately, you can use it to do some triggers, because what it's going to do is to, boom, works as soon as it gets shooted, it's going to work. So an example, if you put an explosion and you put trigger immediately, the explosion is going to be in the area where the player or where the shooter is. So you can do an explosion system with that. As an example, you put in any part the trigger and it's going to do explosion. And no trigger is going to be something like a ball that you shoot and it's going to be there forever, okay? Just keep it in creatures and blocks. The trigger delight is the amount of time that is going to take before doing something. As an example, if you put a trigger delight in between, I don't know, 3 seconds, when it falls to the ground, it's going to stay there for 3 seconds and then it's going to do the explosion, okay? Recyclable is going to be if once it hits, it's going to create the item back so the players can pick it up like the arrows. So in this case, we don't want that, so just keep it off. And break a block, it's very important. This is not going to work with all blocks, only with blocks that says breakable, okay? So just keep it off for now. Now for skills, you are going to add a new item skill. You are going to hit knock off projectile. And what is going to do this is just to push the players, okay? Knock back is how far away it's going to push me from the horizontal way. Blow up force is how up is going to shoot me. So in my case, it's inverted. Okay. So the right weight is supposed to be 5 on here and 2 on here. Okay. Notice that you can put negative values. So as an example, let me put an example. If you are here and you get shot by this direction, if you put a positive value, it's going to push the player backwards. But if you put a negative value, it's going to push the player to the direction where the player has been hit. So as an example, if you want to do something that attracts the player, like pull down the player, just put a negative number on there, okay? All right, so very important, the target team is going to be different teams, so it's only going to work in the enemies. And the range type is going to be single target. Now, for partial triggers, don't get overwhelming here. You are going to see a lot of scripts, but it's the same script. You only need to change a couple of things, okay? So you're going to create a new trigger once you got this inside the ball. Remember, we're still inside the ball. And the trigger is going to be called the name of your block, okay? So snow is going to be for the level 1 block that we just created, and the actions are going to be the next. When actually it's hitting a target, then you are in a condition, and the condition, guys, is going to be block. It's going to be determined block type, okay? And the block type is going to be your level 1 snow. So remember that we create 4 different blocks. The level 0, the level 2, the level 3, and the level 4. You are going to select just the first one, okay? When you create this one, when you hit that one, the action is going to be block and break the block, okay? That is the last one, okay? And you are going to put event position in it, okay? Just as you see. Then you are going to copy and paste, and you are going to change, as an example, for snow level 2, okay? When you got the snow level 2, you are going to have the same information, but you are going to change 2 things. In the condition, you are going to put the level number 2 block, okay? In my case, it's going to be dark snow level 2, okay? In yours, is going to vary depending on how many blocks did you have, how many levels. In my case, it's going to be the level 2, okay? And the action is going to be block, replace block, that is the one that you find here. And what we are going to do on this, what actually we are creating right now is that whenever a block gets hit, it's going to get less levels, okay? So let me show you once again an example for this. As an example, I'm just going to put 15 seconds here. Now let's put 10 seconds. So I will be able to change some blocks, okay? So what we are creating right now, as we already create the levels, it's the next thing. So as an example, I'm going to upgrade this one, okay? Like at different levels. So notice that when I hit a block like this, that is level 4, it's going to switch to the next level. If I hit once more, it's going to be to the next level, or to the previous level, sorry. And when it gets to the snow, it's going to be completely breakable. So we are doing that right now, okay? So once more, move back to your snowball. And we already create the basic, that is the one that disappears. Now we have the 2. So whenever the block level 2 is its damage, is going to switch to level 1. So in that case, you probably got it like this. You are going to delete that action and you are going to put the new action, that is the replace block. And we are going to replace block event position with a snow plus, okay? So that means the level, the normal level snow, that is going to be the basic one, okay? And we are going to copy and paste this 4 times, okay? So remember, the level 3 was just change information. So the level 3, it's going to be transformed in level 2. And the level 4 is going to be transformed in level 3. And that's it. This one actually is not using, so no, I'm not going to teach you that one because it's something that you don't need, okay? It's something that I experimented, but it's not working, so don't worry for that. But on this point, we already have covered our snowball, okay? So now we are going to cover some things about our hero, okay? So we got like different things for our hero, okay? So remember, every time that we got in the fighting stage, and that is something from the first like different icons for it, okay? Or different items that we covered in the first class, not like we made it, but we covered for what is going to work. But a quick review about this is that the items that we are going to have in fight is our main gun, a skill, and our guns, and also a passive skill here, okay? So as an example, my gun is going to make vary depending of the mob, okay? And my skill is going to vary too, as an example. And here I have a boulder that can be reborn. And also I have a passive skill that will heal me every time I get some damage, okay? For this hero. So that's what you are going to see here. We need to create the items for each one of the players, okay? So we are going to create the main gun, the skill gun, and the passive skill. And then we are going to create the model, okay? Probably the model and the passive skill we are going to cover tomorrow, but just let me show you very quickly how it works for the others, okay? So we are going to start by creating the guns, okay, guys? So very important, I'm going to explain better this. So just go to create once more, and you are going to hit here, firearms, okay? We are going to start with that one, so once you create it, I'm going to explain everything. So on here, as always, you have like the information, guys, okay? As an example, you can use snowball shooter here, okay? And on here, you can put the description as an example, damage 10, speed 10, and ammo 3, okay? On here, try to put the information so the players are going to know better how your gun works, okay? And that's very important. Remember, the information is going to be very important. Welcome EM and welcome Mate Trambuy. Welcome to the class. So now that we got here that information, remember to choose a model for your weapons. In weapons, you have like different models. You can use as an example the bazooka. All right, and you can use a miniature here. And here is the important thing. I know that this, you already know how to do it, but I'm going to explain part by part here. So it's going to be very important if you want to do a shooter. So this part, you cannot change it, but we have the first option here. And we have like different options here, right? We have the pistol, we have the submachine gun, the sniper, and the machine gun, okay? So what is a pistol? What will be the difference? The pistol, it's going to shoot very slowly. It's going to have also a sound that is going to be the pom, pom, pom. And also, it's going to have like more a slow behavior. So every time you shoot the pistol, it's going to have a cool recoil. So recoil is when you shoot a gun, it's going to be how much it's going to move your aiming point. So the pistol has a big aiming movement. So if you put this, whenever weapon you do, it's going to have a big movement on this. The submachine gun is going to shoot more guns, and it's going to have the sound like it's going to have that sound when you shoot it. And actually, it's going to have a lot of coil, but not a big one like the pistol, because the pistol is going to move your aim like boom. It's going to have like small movements, but it's going to have a lot. So it's going to spread the bullets around, and you can automate this. The sniper is going to have a special skill that you can use the aiming big zoom, and also it's going to have the sound like boom, and it's going to make an echo around all the area. And also it's going to be the slowest one, so every time that you shoot, you probably need to recharge. But it's going to be the most precise one. When you point it, it's going to hit. And the machine gun is going to do something similar. It's going to spread a lot of area, but it's not going to have too much decoil, okay? So choose whatever you want to do for your map. In my case, I'm going to keep the pistol. The damage is going to be how much damage it's going to do. Very important, guys. If you hit on the head, it's going to do more damage. So, now on here, for the damage is going to depend of if you hit the head or you hit the body. If you hit the head, it's going to do 15 of damage. Sorry, the body. If you hit the head, it's going to do 30 of damage. So you have to calculate that. The free amount rate is how fast the gun is going to throw the bullets. So as an example, if you put a high number here, it's going to like shoot a lot of bullets, like. But if, and I know that probably you are going to do memes about my sounds. But if you put a slot here, so as an example, you put a 10 here. Sorry, it's backwards. So if you put a 10 here, it's going to shoot a lot of guns very quick. If you put a medium value, it's going to shoot like not too much bullet per second. And if you put a high number here, it's going to shoot very slow. So you shoot and you are going to have a big delay, and then you are going to be able to shoot again, okay? Here you can have the amount of bullets, okay? But this depends a lot of what we select here. If, as an example, we select 6 here, the player needs to recharge at 6 bullets, okay? But that's only if we put unlimited ammo. If we put infinity mag, it means that the player doesn't need to reload, okay? But it's the amount of bullets that every load is going to have. On here, you can choose the gun. So for this game, you need to choose the gun that we just created, that is going to be the snowball that we just created, okay? And the firing mode, you have 2 options: infinity magazine, infinite ammo, or infinity ammo. Infinite ammo means that every time that you shoot, it's not going to, you don't have to have like the item for the guns in the inventory. Okay. Okay, but very important, you need to recharge, okay? So that means that even if you don't have the gun icon here, it's going to wait a second and it's going to recharge and it's going to keep shooting. If you put finite ammo, that means that you will have to have the ammo in your inventory. So every time that you are shooting, if without guns, if you don't have anything, you are not going to be able to shoot. But if you have the ammo item in your inventory, it's going to recharge. An infinite magazine means that you can just keep like shooting, and you don't need to reload. So for this one, we are going to use finite ammo, okay? Because we are going to put the bullets in the inventory of the player. Now we have the last two options. And the first one is the initial speed bonus. That is going to be how much extra speed you are going to have. Remember, when we set up the ball, we are going to have like a speed, yeah? With this, you are going to increase the speed. So as an example, if you put 1 on here, the speed is going to be the double. So that means that you are going to have the double of the speed of the normal gun. If you put 2, it's going to be a lot more speed. So in this case, if you want the same, using the same weapon that has gravity, for your weapon to go farther, just move this, okay? That is going to increase the distance that your gun is going to travel with. And now we got the final one, that is the weight. The weight is how much speed is going to be reduced by the player, because it's like the player is charging a big gun or a small gun, okay? So a small gun, you don't put too much weight, so the players will be able to be faster moving. But if you get a big gun, the player is going to have something like reduce the speed of the player, because the weight for that is much like kilograms. It's too weight for me, it's too heavy, so I need to move a little bit faster. So if you put a big number here, the player is going to be slower. And if you put a low number here, the player is going to be faster when the player selects this item, okay? So I hope this explained a little bit better how it works for this. And welcome, Luna. I'm not sure about if it's Luna, but welcome to the class. And yeah, that's how you change that. And it's very important, guys. So I'm going to show you the setup I made for the guns here. Okay, so for example, let's start with Monger. Monger actually is not a gun, so it's not going to have like any shoot, because it's a melee weapon. But Heligun has a name. Of course, I show in here how much ammo, how much range, and how much damage. I got a name for it. The attribute that I use is submachine gun to shoot faster. The damage is going to 15. As we want this to be shooted faster than the others, it's going to have 200 of fire rate. That is going to be fast, but not like a fire gun. It's just like a normal gun. Bullets, I put 5. Finite mode, half auto. Oh, I forgot to explain this. Half auto means that every time you don't need to remove the click. So this is going to be related with your mouse. For manual, you need to click every time that you shoot. For full auto, you can just keep the finger on, press it, holding it on there, and it's going to shoot. And for half auto, you can do both. You can shoot click by click, and if you click a little bit, it's going to, and you hold it for a while, it's going to start shooting continuously. Okay, so that's the difference. In this case, I put it half auto. Initial speed bonus, I place 1, and weight, I put 7, so it's going to reduce. Okay, it seems that was a problem with the connection, but it seems I'm back online, okay? So for the fire interval, it's going to have also a low one, but it's going to have less bullets. Once more, the ammo still being the snowball, but remember, be sure that is the one that you created, not the one that is in the game. The ammo is still full ammo, and if you see, it's giving less speed bonus because it's not going to be that distance, it's going to be short distance, and it's going to have no weight at all, okay? All right. Now, we left one that is going to be the melee weapon, okay, guys? So how do you gonna do the melee weapon? For creating a melee weapon, what you have to do is just go here, you are going to hit on create, you are going to add the one, and you are not going to hit here, guys. Instead of that, you are going to select tools. All right, tools is going to be the one that allows you to create a melee weapon, okay? So, on here you put as an example, sword, okay? The description is whatever you want to do. Remember to put the damage on it. And on here you can choose the mode, okay? As an example, you can choose a normal sword. And here's when you can see the attributes. So, if you put tools on here, it's okay. It's going to still be a melee weapon. On here you can choose the damage. Attack cost durability will be how much durability is going to get whenever it hits a target. The charger time is how much you need to hold the button, how much you need to hold this button, the second one, or you need to keep pressing to use the skill, okay? And very important, if you will want to do another tool, you can use whatever here, but if you want to do a show word, just keep here known. That's going to make your weapon. This is the tool level. If you put 5, it's going to have a special skill. This is going to be the efficient tool. On here, just keep it in 1. On here, just put 1. And very important, if you are doing a shooter, be sure that the durability is high, that the repair materials could be whatever you can find on the game. As an example, you can choose the same weapon. So in case the player needs to repair the gun, you use repair materials, and the restoring value, it's going to be high, okay? So, and here is how much items of this item it needs to be repaired. As an example, you can use 1 to be repaired. And that's it. With that, you can create a mail gun. As an example, I already got my Monsieur here. As you see, the attributes are the same that you just seen on the screen. The count codes and everything. The only difference is that I add a skill. And it's that this is a shooter. This is going to be a melee weapon that can shoot some projectiles, but it's going to do slower. So what I did is add a shoot projectiles. I choose here the projectile that I want to hit. I choose here the acceleration that we are going to give to this one. A skill type, no target. And I put cast after target. This is how much the player needs to charge. So non-charge mode, it means that when you click it, it's going to shoot it. Caster after charge means that you are going to need to hold it, and when you hold it for that much amount of time, it's going to shoot it. But as an example, if you hold it only the half of the time, it's going to travel the short of the distance. Max charge only means that you need to hold it for 2 seconds, and when after 2 seconds, it's going to shoot the gun. If you hold it less than that, it's not going to shoot anything. And autocast at max charge is that you don't have to do anything. As soon as you complete the charge, it's going to launch the weapon, okay? And here you can choose how many times you want to hold it. In my case, it's just 5 seconds. The cooldown is how many times your item is going to be off after you hit on that. The target team is going to be, which is going to be affected by your skill. So if you choose the same team, it's only going to affect your team. If you choose different team, it's going to affect the enemy. The ammo is the, of course, which ammo you are going to use. In that case, I'm using the same ammo here. So remember, we are going to recharge with that ammo, and the consume number. Okay, here you have like consume stamina or whatever. So we are going to use the same weapon, and we are going to use 1 to be able to use the skill. Okay, so as you see here, we already covered most of the things. We already got the main gun. And finally, for creating, and this is the prop, you are going to create the skill, right? In my case, this isn't a skill. For using the skill, it's very simple, guys. Create a misc item, just like you create a sword at the beginning of the class. But in the attribute on skills, you are going to put whatever skill you want to use. Remember, you have a lot of options, or if you are going to do it like this one, that needs to have triggers. Remember that we, for the triggers, have a specific one that is going to be the dummy, okay? So once more, it's the same setup that I just showed you for the item, but this one is going to cast above, and you have a lot of options here, okay? So for now, guys, this is going to be all. I'm just going to give you the code. Tomorrow, I'm going to cover this part that is going to be the model and the basic skills, because we are not going to have enough time to show that, but it's very easy, guys, okay? So don't worry for that. For now, I want to give you the code. I don't know if you have any question that I can help you out, okay? And just for Ian, that is a Spanish student. So Ian, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido a la clase. Lo que pasa es que estás en la clase de inglés. Vamos a ver la misma clase en español a las 7 de la noche, hora Colombia. Entonces revisa tu horario local, revisa qué hora es en tu país a esa hora. Y es la misma clase, así que lo vas a entender mejor porque va a estar en español. Okay, guys, sorry for that. I just switched to Spanish because there was a student that was loose from the Spanish class. Yeah. So I explained to him that he can come in later to see the Spanish class around in 12 hours, okay? So up to the point, did you have any question, guys, that I can help you with? Remember, tomorrow we are going to cover the part that we left today, that is these basic things, and we are going to cover the basic systems, so we will be able to finish that part up, okay? So just let me know if you have any question. We have 1 minute more today, and tomorrow I will have to end the class on time, guys. Sorry for that, I cannot play because I have some appointments that I need to cover. But if you want me to play your math or whatever, just remember that we also have a Spanish class. So in the night, I will be able to play your maps. Not in my end, in your end, in your country, probably it's going to be morning because most of you are in Asia right now, okay? I hope everything was clear. Remember, for the next class, I hope you can create all the items for your different classes of heroes. And remember, if you have questions, you always can reach me back on this channel. That is going to be the Minicamp Discord channel. Once more, I'm going to put the link into the chat, so you will be able to have that by first hand. And I hope you learned a lot with this. Okay, so YeyoCore says bye, and thank you so much for assisting the class for all of you guys. See you tomorrow, same channel. The content once more for the class of tomorrow, it's going to be, oh, Christmas. Well, we have a little bit of time before Christmas. In fact, if we didn't see each other back again, I hope you have an excellent Christmas. So remember, tomorrow class is going to be main system and upgrade and downgrade blocks. It's going to be kind of easy, okay? Yes, I have another code that it will be here, so I'm going to put another code for you. All right, so bye guys, and see you the next class.